Hello everyone, and welcome back to Twin Mom Stitcher. I'm Megan, your host, and I am here, and I haven't been back in a while. I know my last video was I'm back, but there has been things that have gone on in our family that have made it next to impossible to film Flosstube, and also, just life has happened. So Oh, I have it here on my shirt. I have, if you've seen it on Instagram, I've changed the name of my Instagram and I won't change the YouTube, but I will be, that have changed the Instagram to Twin Mom Stitchery. And that is because I've created my own online LNS slash my own floss. It is completely dyed on the DMC base, white or blanc, and it's all hand dyed in small batches. I will further down the road have an option that you can order a long dog or a sampler sized dye lot, meaning that it's your own dye lot, and you're able to have all your floss match. You're going to see on my card labels that it has a dye lot and a name number, and most likely the number or the name is on the back. So these are mostly color flashed, but I do recommend washing your floss before you use them. We have some fun colorways, so I'm going to state and start as our company does not stand with J.K. Rowling. We do not support Harry Potter, but we do support Harry Potter as a entity. Meaning that if we use Harry Potter references as a floss dye, that does not mean we stand with the morals and the views of J.K. Rowling. And I want Rowling, or whatever you call her. I want to put this out there as an ally to the LGBTQ plus community, that our names are not meant to be controversial. And if so happens that I do name a colorway, a name that maybe not sit right, please let me know right away and I will respond and we will come up with a solution. Later down the road, my plan is to create a color of the month as a way of creating a charity aspect behind my company, because I'm so sorry we had technical difficulties. As I was stating before, if I do make any names that are possibly going to be controversial, please let me know. Our plan is to make it all inclusive and that we can come up with a game plan together as a stitching community. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce my floss of the month, and then I'm going to go into some of the colorways that will be available in the next couple days on my Etsy store as Twin Mom Stitcher on Etsy. So, floss of the month for June. July is going to be Victorian Christmas, for Christmas in July. But this is called the Royals Collection. If you know anything about me, and you know me, which I would think a lot of you do, I have a very, I love to learn about things. So, after I came out of the hospital in 2017, I would watch documentaries and crochet blankets, and that's all I did. And I absolutely find all the royal families in Europe absolutely interesting. So this family, this this month is the English royal family. So you're going to get 5 yards of floss, hand-dyed floss. It's going to come in a bag like this, which is absolutely amazing for an art bag, or traveling and keeping your ends in, or a little project. With that, you're going to get a needle minder or a scissor fob, and a sweet treat. So basically it's going to be a small themed bag. So you're going to get your floss, you're going to get your needle minder or your scissor fob, whatever I am up to making that month. You're going to get a sweet treat, so it'd be a British sweet treat, and some tea. Will most likely be uncaffeinated. So the colors that will come in this month, and the reason why I'm sharing the first floss of the month is so that everyone can get a feel and see what our company has to offer for our floss. So we have our beautiful neutral. It is called Tea with Her Royal Highness. So it's like a coffee tea dye color, but it's not dyed with tea or coffee. Then we have the beautiful Her Royal Highness, or HRH as it is on the back. We have Little Queen, which is, the fun fact is, these are the same colors, but this it went in hot water, so it soaked up all the color molecules, and this went in cold water, so I had to call this Little Queen, like the heart song. Then we have Windsor Navy, which is just this absolutely stunning blue. And then my personal favorite, and I was gonna call it Mystique, but I didn't think you would understand it as much. Unless you knew Princess Margaret, then you would understand. So instead, I called it Margaret. So I think with the floss, see, this is a beautiful color combination. This is a beautiful color combination. My most favorite color combination is these three, or even add Margaret in there. So you'll get those three, plus your treats and whatever else you get. I do offer layaways and holds on floss. If you are unable to make the payment that month, just let me know ahead of time and I can set aside your floss so you are still able to get it, but if you're not able to pay for it right away. So with that, I have some other colors I'd like to share with you. I will start off, this is on a Swigart base. I got this from 123 Stitch. I'm using Opening Gambit as my model stitch for my Queen's Gambit colorway. And if you're wondering what that looks like, it's this. So I have it cut in, this is the 1 yard colors, and then this are 1 yard lengths, and then I have it cut in half on this one. And this is kind of like what your long dog hank will look like when it comes. Of course, it'll be a lot neater. This has traveled with me. I started it this week, and I have done so far, I started this Wednesday, and I did over 2,000 stitches. So last week I did 3,674 stitches. And this is absolutely addicting because you want to get to the next part, and to the next part, and to the next part. And I'm listening to the audiobook for The Queen's Gambit. I've watched it on Netflix. So I'm listening to that as long as the same as the Reggie and Ronnie Cray tapes. So yeah, I almost have a page finish. This is going into the second page here. So I'm hoping that this week, I'm in the quest of this, not the quest, the survival of the stitchiest is one group, and Handmade Pioneer is another group. There's the Dragon Dynasty group, there's the 24 Hours of Cross Stitch group, which is a close group. But it has really excelled me getting my stitches in. This needle minder is these are my favorite needle minders. That's from Stitching Button, Vicky. So I should get into what we've been waiting for, which is to see the other floss colors that will be available. I have 4 other colors which are on hold right now. So I have Susie Q, which is this really pretty green blue, and it's named after a CCR, or Clearance Clearwater Revival, something like that. It was my father-in-law's favorite band. I don't know if I ever mentioned this. My father-in-law passed away at the beginning of 2020. So this was kind of my little dad thing. And my father-in-law was he was the most stitch-worthy person, and he was the most loving person. I knit him many sweaters and hats, and I just have so much good memories, so I thought I would give him his own color. So that is Susie Q. This one is called How to Mend a Broken Heart. It is a Bee Gees song. I think it's actually How Can You Mend a Broken Heart. Many of you know, if you've been on Virtual Stitchers with me, or if you've known me, my son and daughter have been listening to the Bee Gees since before I gave birth to them. So I only thought it was fitting. And my son absolutely loves the music videos. Nicholas, he's our oldest by 12 minutes. He absolutely loves the music videos because there's lots and lots of color changes. So Mom had to give him his own color, or after a Bee Gees song. And you'll see that in another color, it's my favorite color, and it's based in that era. There's Miss Sunshine. This is after Miss Cara Lee. She is just this most vibrant personality. She's so smart. And we always call her Miss Thunderstorm because she does get angry and she does get grumpy, just like her mom. And I wanted to have something that would kind of be something that would remind me of her. So that's Miss Sunshine. We have Amor Tiana, which is a Harry Potter. And this is what I'm talking about. This is the Love Potion. And it is a beautiful, beautiful, variegated between purples and pinks. And as soon as I saw that, it had to be named that. I have this beautiful color, and I have 2 skeins of it. I have more skeins, but I had to bring up 2 skeins. This isn't even doing it justice. So this is a 740. I think is in that thing, in that realm of colors. And this is where I think of my aunt, and I think of, because she's the one who introduced me to the Bee Gees. So I call this one Disco Lights, because it reminds me of the light changing in the Saturday Night Fever music videos. And then we have Night Fever, which is another Bee Gees song. But this one's like a dusty pink. But yeah, that is all. The twins just celebrated their 2nd birthday. They were doing both very well and excelling in 2 different areas. We have Nicholas. We really haven't disclosed a lot about what's been going on with Nikki, but Nikki has been diagnosed as autistic. And he is so happy and so smart, and we love the ladies that work with him. And it also gives us time that when Nikki's working with his ladies, then we're able to have time with Carolee, so that there's not a disconnect of, okay, Nikki's getting all of our time. So yeah, and well, it's Mother's Day today. I'm celebrating my 27th birthday in 2 weeks. No, in like a week. And I'm hoping that my birthday gift, which my kids picked out, will be on its way soon, which is a chatelaine. I really, really, really love the one that I picked out, but I also really, really love the Tudors, one that they had. So this is Antoinette's farm, Marie Antoinette's farmhouse. So this is what I ordered. And I absolutely love it because it goes with the royal theme. But also, it gives me another pathway to go down and watch documentaries about, which was kind of surprising that all of Marie Antoinette's sisters were like Marie, Christina, Marie, like I think there was like 6 of them named the same thing. Let's see if I can find. So there's Miss Carolee, and there is Nicholas. And in the background, it looks like a disaster. This has turned into my crafty corner. As you can see, I have my Welcome to Hawkins, Louisiana for Stranger Things, and then I got this right here from a lady in a swap, and it has bats in it, and I absolutely love it. I have been doing work on Victoria, so I'm trying to get her all leveled out so that I can, when I start stitching on her again, then I can have a good starting off point. But yes, and I've restarted Templar's Prophecy for the 15th millionth time, and I should show you this. Oh. Is this? I didn't realize that I was going to be filming a Flosstube video, so I didn't get everything ready. I'm stitching Lilith the Labrador, which is a Mirabilia. I thought I would show you this. I am stitching it with all the called for flosses, Karen Warlilies, Krynic, beads, everything called for, except her hair is going to be a little different. But I've gotten her completely, her bottom, except one little spot down here, I've gotten her bottom completely done. I got this pattern, all the floss and the fabric from Lizzie B's stitchery. Lizzie B's. It's a cross stitch store in Winnipeg. They are, I think, currently moving, or they're in the process of moving. So I started, as you can see, I started getting the beads in there just to see how it does, and it absolutely brings it together. But my plan is to have this as a finished finish this year, so I can get her framed at Lizzie B's, just because I absolutely love her. Barb is such a nice lady. She's always so helpful. I'll send her an email saying I would like this kitted up, and because of COVID, my mom can't pick it up and drive it out to come visit or anything like that. So she'll put it in shipping really fast, and it's absolutely wonderful. So, but with saying all of that, this is the Queen's Gambit floss. With saying all that, it was so lovely to visit with you again, and I hope that your stitching makes you happy and that you're taking care of yourself in these hard times. I love you all, and I hope you have a great day. Bye!